Okay, hi everyone. This is like my first, you know what? I'm gonna overcome my fear and not put my glasses on. This is the first episode that I've recorded where I don't have my shades on. So I'm trying not to be like overly critical of how I look right now. Anyway, hello. Welcome back to Off the Clock. It's been a fat ass minute. I really don't remember. I think the last time I recorded was October or something like that. Anyway, it's been a long time. Life has just been very busy. It's been a lot going on. Been doing a lot just at my regular like day job and then also with web design. So I'm low key working two jobs right now. So I won't make the excuse of I haven't had time, but in my free time, I don't want to do anything because throughout the week I'm doing two jobs. So it's just been putting this podcast on the back burner, which is again totally okay. But today, I wanted to make this video, as you all can tell by the title. It's kind of vague. Oh, why don't I celebrate my birthday? But it kind of goes deeper, which again is what I want to talk about. And I'm just freeballing here. So I'm going to try to kind of shape it into one coherent thought. But today has not been the best day for me also, which is another reason why I thought like why not just record, just sit here and talk to myself and make a podcast episode out of it because I haven't posted in a minute like I stated. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, get whatever you need. I don't have my Dunkin' with me today, but I do have my water bottle somewhere around here. I think I left it in the living room, but get whatever you need, sit back, relax, unwind, and let's get into it. Okay, I'm back with my water bottle. If any of you have been looking for a water bottle, by the way, this is a really good one. I have to take off the cover to tell you what the title of this is. I'll tell you at the end, but it's like one of the best water bottles I've ever had. It has like the straw into it, and then it also has the one where you can just like free drink it. So 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where I want to start with this video because again, it kind of is just like a spur of the moment type of episode, type of feeling. I guess I could start with I guess how I even thought of this topic, which is I don't know if I already said this, but today has not been the best day. Okay. It's not been the best day for me. And this usually happens. Well, we all have bad days. But and I'm not sure if any other lady out there can understand, but for me, get really depressed when I'm on my cycle. Maybe depressed is kind of, well, no, it feels like it. I get very just like in my head, I get sad. The emotions that I've been feeling prior to me starting my cycle are heightened. Like, I don't want to stereotype and say, like, oh, I just exaggerate everything. Like, no, the emotions that I'm feeling now have always been there. It's just they're more at the forefront and it's like on my mind and I'm just sad. And what I have been, I don't want this to be so doom and gloom, but I mean, hey, whatever. Like, this is just on my mind. But what I've been feeling is I keep saying for those of you all who don't know, but like I've talked about it before. I moved away from my like home to a different state and I've been here for about 8 months now. I do not like it. I don't. The job great, the place I could do without. I could do without. I'm sorry, I can. And it's no, well, I was going to say it's no shade, but I mean just cuz I say it's no shade doesn't mean I'm not shading it. But for me, para me, it's not for me, right? Like it's just trying to, you know how I don't know how to explain this. Well, it's really not that complicated. Some things just work, some things fit, some things don't. And I'm a firm believer like especially when you move anywhere whether it be to like a new place, a new city, a new state, for me it was a new state, like I've moved before. For example, I lived in California for like 3 months. That to me really isn't a long enough time to know if, at least for me, to know if you really want to live somewhere. And it wasn't until the third month when I left, I was like, damn, I can really see myself living here. Well, I'm on my eighth month. Um, and I don't have that feeling. I have the opposite feeling of like I want to leave. Again, I have my own ideas as to why I don't like it here, but again, like everyone is different and it's kind of like trying to fit a puzzle piece together that just like they don't fit, they don't mesh. And that's all this is. And that's also not to say that I haven't had some really good memories here either. Like I've met a lot of cool people. It hasn't been all just doom and gloom, but in terms of staying here longer, not really. And so that's kind of the epiphany that I've been having. I've been trying to like come to terms with it, trying to tell myself that like okay, yes, the job is fine, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I need to drag this stay out longer than, at least for me, I think it should be. Again, not to say that this journey wasn't necessary for me, because it definitely was. But you know how, like, when you have a guest over and they're kind of like overstaying their welcome, and you're like, okay, like, can you leave? Like, so that's kind of where I'm at with this. And as I was thinking about it, take that, number one, that I don't necessarily like the place, coupled, I think that's how you say it. Coupled, whatever you say it, whatever. Put it on top of the fact that I don't have a sense of community here. And keep in mind, I feel personally, I have been doing the best that I can to put myself out there. I really do feel that you can't really make friends if you're not trying. I mean, and that, again, that's kind of like, I guess maybe not true, because sometimes when you're not looking is when the friend comes along, or whatever you're wanting comes along. But, and hmm, maybe that's my problem. Well, anyway, I feel that I've been putting a good amount of effort in, not solely for the purpose of finding community, just because, like, I've been trying to explore the town, trying to just do different things. Admittedly, these past couple months I haven't been doing as much, because I've been trying to do, like I said in the beginning, like my web design business. I've been working two jobs at the same time. So it's been very busy, but for the most part, I feel like I'm trying, and still just hasn't happened yet. So, like I said, you take me not really liking the specific state I'm in, area rather, because there's so much more of the state that I haven't explored, but the area rather, coupled with me not having a sense of community, it's like a recipe for disaster. So those are the emotions that I've been feeling lately, and it kind of got me thinking about, randomly, why I don't celebrate my birthday, and why I'm afraid to, I guess, have really close friendship bonds. Not necessarily afraid, but for some reason, I go into my friendships thinking that they don't really care about me as much as I care about them. Why? I don't know. That's probably something that I need to talk to my therapist about, which honestly I probably am going to. But I started thinking, like, why don't I like celebrating my birthday? And again, this is kind of all over the place. I'm spitballing here, but I think it's because I I feel like by not celebrating my birthday, by not doing this whole event, number one, I don't like a whole lot of attention on me, specifically on my birthday. I mean, but like, I don't know how to explain it, because yeah, like, I want people to tell me happy birthday, but like, I guess I'm afraid of people not showing up for me. That's just plain and simple, like, what it is, honestly. I'm afraid of people not showing up for me, because of this notion in my head that, like, nobody cares about me anyway, so why would anyone show up for me? So I try to, like, control the exterior factors of, like, hey, like, I'm actually not going to do anything this year. Once again, like, anyone who knows me knows I don't do much for my birthday. All I do every year is just go out to eat, either by myself or with, like, my family, but I don't really like celebrate it like that for real. And I think it's because, again, like, this idea in my mind that I have, that no one cares about me, or that I feel very lonely, especially right now. And lately with my friendships, I've been feeling a little bit distant. So sometimes I feel like if I do want to do something and then no one shows up, it's just gonna confirm this idea, this fake idea, by the way, because it's not true. Like, my friends care about me deeply, and I know that. But I feel like it just confirms this idea that I don't have this sense of community that I thought I had, or that I think that I have. So I try to protect myself by just not doing anything at all. Because if I don't do anything, then no one can disappoint me by saying last minute, oh, hey, I actually can't come, or, just completely ghost me altogether. And yeah, like that just ties into, I guess, the state of my mind right now, which is feeling very isolated, feeling very lonely. And when I first moved out here, I thought that isolation was cool, which, I mean, it has its perks. I've been able to focus on myself a lot more, do get a lot more things done. But it comes to a point where it's just like straight up loneliness, and that's also not good. So I don't really know what to do with this epiphany. I just wanted to share it because I wonder if anyone else feels the same way. Like, and I do it every single year. I don't celebrate my birthday that much, and I want to. And maybe that's the alternative that I need to like challenge myself to just do it and to not be afraid of rejection, because ultimately that's what this feeling is stemming from, is feeling rejection. I'm feeling very rejected right now, socially, on a social level, on a community level. I feel that all of us want to be needed. Maybe needed isn't the right word, but we want to feel a sense of belonging. We want to feel a sense of community. And some people like ebb and flow from it. Some people are kind of in the era where they don't want that. They're not that they don't want it, but it's not like a big necessity for them because they're focusing on other things. But and I ebb and flow through that as well, but right now, like that's what I'm wanting. I'm realizing how important community is to me, which I guess could be the larger topic at hand here, is how important having a sense of community is to me. And I guess back to the birthday thing, it's so ironic because whenever people make a big deal out of their birthday, like internally in my mind, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, okay, it's your birthday. Like, we fucking get it. Like, we get it. But no, like, it's your birthday. Like, that, I feel like I try to downplay it. Not, how do I say this? Not necessarily for other people, especially like my friends or anything. Like, if they're throwing something and I'm able to make it, I try my damnedest best. Well, not my damnedest best. That didn't make any sense. I try my hardest to make it, you know. Lately it's been harder because I live in a different state and the tickets are expensive and so on and so forth. But yeah, I don't want to make it seem like I minimize other people's. It's just I think when I see people like make a huge deal of their birthday, in my mind, I guess, yeah, subconsciously I'm like, they're doing too much. But it really comes from a place of me feeling insecure about my birthday and me not wanting to embrace how special of a day your birthday really is. Like, it's the day that you were born. And I guess another reason that, I mean, that is a reason why I do, again, like, try not to celebrate it, because I don't want to get rejected. I don't want people to not show up for a day that I really do think is that important. Like, if you don't show up for my birthday, I feel like that, I don't know, oh my God, like, I hate to admit this, but I guess it's true. I do care a lot about birthdays. Like, if you don't show up for my birthday, bro, I'm gonna be heartbroken. That to me tells me a lot. Like, you don't care about the day that, like, I was born. You know, like, that's, I don't know. I guess I'm realizing a lot. I care about birthdays more than I would like to admit, which is why I don't do it, because I don't want anybody to show me their ass and then I'm like hurt, because there's definitely a possibility that I'm gonna be now. That's not to say if you have a legitimate reason, like, again, something like for real came up, or like, I don't know, you already had like a planned trip and I told you last minute or something like that. I get that. Things come up. But I guess for me, the solution to this would be to, number one, acknowledge how much I actually care about birthdays. And number two, validate for myself that I don't need to downplay such a special day, and give people the chance to show up. Like, I'm not even giving anyone the chance to actually show up for me. I don't really give people that choice, which is not fair for me to put this, again, fake idea that no one cares about me. Again, I don't know where this stemmed from. I don't know if I've had like previous birthday trauma or something. I don't know. Maybe that's something I need to think more about, but I need to allow people the chance to like show up for me properly and stop assuming what people think. Stop assuming what people are going to do, because I don't know. And there's no way to know if I don't try, you know? So, I don't know. Let me know you all's thoughts. This is kind of a short episode. It's nothing crazy. Just my own, again, internal thoughts on how I feel about my birthday, how I feel about community, and how badly I want it. Specifically, like, friendship wise, and kind of just realizing how badly I want to go back home. Like, I don't want to live here anymore at all. But I wouldn't have known that I didn't want to live here if I didn't give it a try either. So, and again, it's not to say that me being here hasn't played such an integral part of my story, because I do think I am meant to be here at this moment. I've learned a lot about myself. I've gotten a lot done with this business that I'm doing because of, at least for me, I feel, and maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better here, but no, I feel that if I didn't go through this period of isolation, I wouldn't like have all these new perspectives in my mind on how I see the world, how I see myself, the whole nine. And I'm gonna stop holding people to these like fake ideas in my head, especially when I have not given people the chance to properly show up for me. And again, the other part is like, what do I do with that rejection too? If people don't show up for me, what do I do? Do I take it personally? Do I just brush it off? Do I, you know what I mean? Like, does it mean that that person doesn't, not that they don't care about me, but like that they don't care enough to show up, you know? That's the other part that I'm battling with. Like, what do I do with that? Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. I don't really have like an answer, I guess, but I definitely am gonna think about like how I feel more. And oh, as promised, I said I would tell y'all what this brand is. Okay, the brand name is Ray Milo. Don't know if you like. Well, it's probably backwards, but yeah, it's called Ray Milo. Again, 10 out of 10. I love it. I think this is the 16 ounce or 20 ounce. It's more than enough for me. So yeah, if you're like a gym rat or you just want like a special bottle to hold your shit, I mean, sorry, your water in or whatever, it's perfect. I love it personally. Okay, guys. Let me know how you all feel. Do you all feel the same way about your birthday? If you don't feel the same way, like what advice would you all have? Have you ever felt the way that I have felt and then you overcame that feeling? Do you take it personally when people don't show up for you on your birthday? Do you not care? Like what's the vibe for your birthday? And what advice could you give to someone like me who is struggling with that? The rejection of it all, the in a way self-pity, like oh no one cares about me. Like again, I need to do the work on that to figure out where it's stemming from, but I just want to know if anyone else feels the same way because again, my birthday is the loneliest day for me aside from like the days right now where I'm on my cycle and I feel depressed and I want to end it all. But it's like I can change that. I can change that. And even if that means me actually going all out for me, like for myself, actually just throwing myself a little party. Like I don't have to keep doing this narrative of like having the same thing of going out to eat. Like I don't have to do that. I can switch it up. It's just I want the people who are most important to me to show up too. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'm not even gonna say I'll see y'all next Friday because I don't know when y'all will see me again. Maybe y'all will, maybe you won't, but we'll see. Okay, bye.